Hi guys, welcome back. Another day in Vlogtober. I wasn't gonna film today, so today is October 12th or 13th. I can't read 13th. It is 13th. And we're having like the chillest at home day right now. We're just like, I'm gonna wash some dishes. We just finished watching Paranorman and oh my god, I forgot how hilarious that movie is and like how ahead it was totally ahead of its time. I love like the realistic, like, well, one, the social commentary of it, two, the satire of it being like a horror movie in itself. And like, I love that while all of the characters are like caricatures of like stereotypes, they're also like very real personalities in them. Like they're not like, it's just so funny. So we're gonna watch Goosebumps next. Love just, I don't know what Love walked away for. We were eating popcorn and we were complaining about popcorn. It is literally the most cozy day. Let me flip you around so you can see the weather. It is like dreary and raining. It is just such a cozy day. What'd you think of Paranorman? Because you've actually never seen it. Hero, where's the camera? What'd you think of the movie?
It was good.
I love that movie so much. It was so silly. I love the end. Oh yeah, my boyfriend's gonna love it. It's such a chick flick. You cracked up, watch it. Like with it, that's the first like openly gay character in a animated video, like record wise. So you cracked up at that. You loved it. Aurora's and we're gonna watch Goosebumps next. We got a bunch of videos from the library. If you guys aren't. You're gonna cut up cauliflower? Yeah, okay. We gotta focus on 78 different things and I can't talk to the camera while we do that. Okay, so we just finished watching Goosebumps and I didn't realize, because we've watched that so many times, the movie with Jack Black, Goosebumps, not like the old 90s shows Goosebumps. The first one, not the second one. I didn't realize R.L. Stine actually had a little Easter egg of appearance in that. I also just finished editing. But while we were watching things, it popped up on my home screen, on my PlayStation, that Mr. Crocket came out, and I have been waiting for this. I completely forgot about what day it came out. So we're gonna watch that next, and then we'll give a review. I'm very excited because if you guys don't know, I'm also a gamer. So in the horror community, this whole like twisted nostalgia, using like PBS as a thing in the indie horror game community is pretty large. I mean, a lot of it's with like the mascot things, like with, you know, we'll more in general, we'll just go with Five Nights at Freddy. Really, like everybody pretty much knows that at this point, knows that this touches on the nostalgia of it, where it's kind of like a cursed Chuck E. Cheese, but more prevalently like My Happy Neighborhood. I can't remember the name of it. The one where it's kind of like Sesame Street meets Mr. Roger. They actually put the "Won't You Be My Neighbor" tagline in there at one point. And then there's Amanda the Adventurer, which I'm thinking this movie's going to be very similar to, if you guys know, like if you dove into like the lore of that, or you haven't dove into the lore of that, it's really fun. It's like using PBS broadcasting, like PBS broadcasting. So public broadcasting service. So PBS basically comforts shows for like learning stuff, right? And like really pushing that nostalgia, that sense of nostalgia as far as you can go to make it something haunting, which is very similar to some of my favorite books, which would be I Found Puppets Living in My Apartment Wall by Ben Farthing. That book, again, pushes the sense of loss and nostalgia as far as you can go. It is, I love that book. There's like a huge like sense of like grieving and loss of like chasing nostalgia and wanting to live for it forever basically in that book. And I love it because it's also like very Sesame Street horror vibes. But Mr. Magic also talks about this, if you guys have read Mr. Magic. But if you read, oh my gosh, what's the author's name? I can't don't ask me. I've put out enough names out here, so if you read her author's notes, it's more actually about fighting her religious upbringing. But Mr. Magic basically also has like this huge Mandela effect while using like a PBS kind of style show that we all kind of like, all millennials grew up watching, so we like all know it. but I say it's the Mandela effect because there's no documentation of it. I'm not giving any spoilers because I think I give that one 5 or 4 stars, like maybe 4.5 stars. That's a really, really good one also that kind of plays with these themes. But so Mr. Crocket, I think I called it Mr. Crocker when I was telling it to Lev. I was like, fairy godparents. Again with the nostalgia, but that's not what it's called. So we're gonna watch that, and then I will give a review on that in this video so we can actually like have a little sum up of it, because I'm literally so excited. And while I'm saying it looks like it's a slasher, but again, it's giving me major Amanda the Adventurer vibes, which is kind of Dora the Explorer, kind of PBS themed. Like, if you guys know, you know. Just watch somebody do a playthrough of it. Like, watch one of the big streamers do it, like, that actually knows what they're talking about. Don't, like, unless you have like a small streamer you guys like that plays horror games, like, but if you don't like do all the possibilities, like if you just play it through once, you're not gonna get the full story. Like every game ever with collectibles, like you got to get all of it. You got to do 110%, get that platinum trophy on PlayStation. I don't know what it is, like the highest tier secret thing, but I'm just like really excited to watch this. I mean, you guys can hear it in my voice. Also, we got to do my roots at some point today, but I gotta watch a movie first. All right, so we're about 20 minutes into the video. I guess I should we give the full review at the end? I got starving, so we had to pause it. Do you want a full review at the end? Should we do a full review?
Probably better at the end. I mean, so far it's given us Mr. Magic
That's
vibes.
what I was gonna say, but we'll talk about it at the end, I guess.
Yeah.
Editing Megan here from the future. We never gave our full review on Mr. Crocket. And Lev is currently outside. We are currently getting ready for a big pumpkin party, and I'm just trying to pump out editing so I don't have to worry about it and be stressed for the rest of the day, because when you're catering for like 40 people, you get a little stressed, okay? Anyways, different story, different video. Tune in, returning, come back and we'll show you guys that. Anyways, I absolutely loved Mr. Crocker. I need more people to watch it with me, or like watch it so I can discuss it, because it is so weird, so bizarre. It is such an homage to all of those shows that all millennials grew up with. It is an homage to those slasher films, to that dark 80s, like 80s horror fantasy vibe. I love the fact that there are so many puppets used in it. It really feels like a very like fever dream, bad acid trip, Pee-wee Herman's Playhouse kind of vibe, along with like, it's just done so well. And the guy, the actor, I can't think of his name right now, who plays Mr. Crocker, there are so many subtle face changes and like looks in it. His acting, impeccable. Those subtle facial changes really sell the vibe of those, it really sells the vibes of those scenes. I'm trying to get you guys a little bit higher. Oh, this is a little bit higher. It like, oh, I love it so much. We did watch it with the kids, so like, take that as it is, but like my kids watch a lot of horror movies, so there's also that. I cannot get over the fact that, I mean, somebody told me that it reminded them of the book Nosferatu by Joe Hill. I've yet to read that. It was on my Christmas list, and apparently it's not a Christmas themed book at all. It's just like, except one line of Christmas land. So we're gonna move that up on our list. I have to actually get that so I can read it. But she's like, oh, I wish you read that so we could discuss that and its similarities. And I was like, oh, now I'm intrigued. Now I have to read that, because I talk about all of these other videos earlier in this video, like games and like books that have the same vibe, and I didn't realize that this one also has the same vibe. So that being said, I love this video. I went in like, I love this film, I should say. There's just so many layers. Like, yes, we can say it's very predictable, all right? It follows a very simple plot line. However, I was so like immersed in it and invested in it, just because like I love these tropes, like all of the tropes that it checked all of the boxes. Yes, it is a slasher, okay? So I did say I did watch it with my kids, but you have to realize my kids have already watched all of the classic 80s slashers, because unlike newer stuff, they do tend to be, in my opinion, a little bit more subdued than like a lot of the newer like mid 2000s to now slashers and gory movies. Oh, I'm just sitting here thinking about the bubble gum. It's so good. Like, it really felt like what is it? Oh my god, Lunette. Big comfy couch. Like, I was like, oh, this is like, I had so many weird big comfy couch. There was like a whole like little animated section in it, and I was like, this is like almost Schoolhouse Rock. It was so good, and I cannot suggest this, like, watching this movie enough, because it being a Hulu original, I was like, oh, here we go, we're gonna get another original scary movie that's a total beeline movie, and it's a beeline movie, and that's all you take from it. No, I want everybody to watch this movie. If you like any of my recommendations or any of my opinions on things, I cannot stress this movie enough, and I feel like not enough people are talking about it right now, so go check it out. With that being said, I need to go finish getting ready for my party. I really love that you guys have been joining us every single day this month. Thank you for just sharing, like, enjoying my life and coming on adventures with us. We've got a couple more coming. So with that being said, I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.